day to all, and thank you for this opportunity. I know this looks like a very wordy title, but essentially today I would like to share an innovative assessment focused on community engagement within the Bachelor of Medical Science Honors Program. I think we are all aware of the many policies that speak to community engagement from a global perspective, looking at the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and nationally, the Plan for Higher Education documents the need for community engagement within academic programs. At UKZN, the strategic plan included the fostering of meaningful interactions with local, national, and international communities for mutual benefit. However, community engagement is lacking in some curricula in higher education. The Bachelor of Medical Science is a 3-year degree offered in the School of Laboratory Medicine and Medical Sciences in the College of Health Sciences. For those students who continue to do their honors, they have to do it in one of 4 disciplines, namely clinical anatomy, human physiology, medical biochemistry, and medical microbiology. Prior to 2021, there were no community engagement activities within the honors program, or if there were, it was not explicit in the curriculum. So in 2021, we piloted a community engagement assessment that was linked to the learning goals of the research methodology module. That is a common core module that students from each of the 4 disciplines have to attend. Students were provided a lecture on community engagement and thereafter worked in groups to create videos or PowerPoint presentations with the aim of educating high school learners on the importance of studying biomedical science and a link to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We then had a Zoom session where the groups presented online to academics from our school as well as the School of Nursing and Public Health. This went well, and students reported to have enjoyed the assessment, and the academics involved also provided positive feedback. So in 2022, we wanted to take this to the next level and offer students the opportunity to engage with a real community. However, there were challenges in accessing learners at schools. This was due to pressures on the timetable, with schools still recovering from lost teaching time since 2020. Dr. Angela James, who is the academic leader for community engagement in the School of Education, initiated contact with the provincial coordinator of the Eskom Expo for Young Scientists. After a few meetings, it was decided that our students could present at the weekly online workshops run by the Expo. So this year we had 86 registered students. They worked in groups of 4 to 6 according to their discipline, and they were tasked to create 5 to 8 minute videos showing an overview of one of their research topics and the relevance of this research to the general public. The videos were targeted at high school learners and included the importance of STEM, and creativity was encouraged. Normally, the workshops run weekly, but to accommodate our timetable, the workshops were held twice a week over 2 weeks, with one discipline presenting at each session. The sessions ran for 1 hour. The students would present and then have time to answer questions from their peers, academics, learners, educators, as well as the provincial coordinators. I would now like to share 2 short snippets of some of the really innovative videos that our students developed.
4 million STEM-related jobs were projected to go unfulfilled, with a severe underrepresentation of women in STEM-related fields. Science, technology, engineering, and math-related skills are the skills that countries are built on. If we look at some very recent events in our very own province, floods in Durban, that many of us have been negatively impacted by, these problems are solved by people with STEM skills, people in STEM fields. These are the people that are rebuilding roads. These are the people that are coming up with ideas to prevent such devastation from storms like this. These are the people that are treating victims of floods.
Contributors to HIV infection, such as genital inflammation, cytokines, diverse vaginal microbiome. So, in conclusion, I'll give you some set of questions to reflect on. The first question goes like, what are you going to do with this information? Do I now understand the importance of HIV risk prevention methods set in place? And what can I do for others and for me? And
so after the presentations, we administered a survey to ascertain students' perceptions on this community engagement assessment. As expected with these sort of surveys, the response wasn't great, with just over 20% of students responding. It is still noteworthy that almost 80% agreed that community engagement is an important aspect of their training. More than 2/3 saw the relevance of the community engagement presentation, and over 60% felt enthusiastic about the presentation. We also asked students to express their thoughts on this assessment, and these are some of the comments that came through. What comes across is that students really engaged with this presentation, and they were able to reflect on what they would have liked to have known when they were in high school and express gratitude at having had this opportunity. There were also a few who are looking forward to face-to-face interactions of this nature in the future. We also received feedback from the Provincial Expo Science coordinators, who indicated that this was a fruitful collaboration and it was beneficial to the school learners who learned about the medical sciences degree, as well as to our students, because it allowed them to showcase their research in a relaxed and informal manner, and that this would provide them with the confidence when presenting to peers or at conferences. The coordinators also indicated that they would be keen to have a follow-up session where they could hear the results of the students' research. In terms of learner feedback, this wasn't assessed formally, but during the sessions, the learners thanked students for the interesting presentations and inquired about the opportunity for them to do research if they were interested in one of the topics that the groups presented on. In terms of linking the assessments to learning, I think whichever taxonomy one considers, this assessment clearly targeted higher levels of learning, where students were able to use the skills and knowledge acquired in this module to create presentations that incorporated many facets of learning that is often not explicitly assessed. So in conclusion, I think we've demonstrated that there is room in the curricula for meaningful community engagement activities, and that these should be incorporated into the learning outcomes of existing modules and not as standalone activities. There should be a goal for full integration of community engagement with interdisciplinary collaboration, and the ultimate goal of enriching the institution's teaching, learning, and research activities and deepen contributions to wider society. Thank you.